His words.
Hey, area up and share. I won't be in here long. I am at lunch. So, the process of entry into the supernatural. So, I just got a prophetic word that the more I sleep and rest, the more God's going to deal with me in dreams. I was just kind of dialoguing, and my response was, well, resting in dreams are kind of like oxymorons, because when the king in the book of Daniel had the dream, the Bible says his sleep was taken from him. And that's why many of you, when you dream, you wake up and you feel like you haven't slept yet, because the book of Song of Solomon, chapter 5, it says that even though your body can be resting, your spirit is still awake. So a lot of times when God's dealing with you in dreams, I'm sorry, looking at my text messages that's coming in right now. God is dealing with you in dreams. Your sleep is taken from you. You feel like you're not rested. And it can be a very frustrating season, especially after the lack of rest. And the king even talked about in the book of Daniel, not only did the dreams take his sleep away from him, but he was troubled and he was perplexed. Which just brings me to my next point, because when you dream, not only is your sleep taken from you, but also the perplexity of not knowing the interpretation can be very troubling to your mind, and it can be a very frustrating season. But I want to encourage you, because the name of this periscope is the process of entering into the supernatural. And the supernatural often begins with dreams. A lot of people want to see angels, they want to have out-of-body experiences, they want to be translated, they want to have encounters, face-to-face visitations from the Lord. But all this stuff begins in dreams. Numbers chapter 12 validates that. Verse 6, it says, if there be a prophet, this doesn't just apply to prophets, it applies to everyone who is starting to embark the supernatural world. It says, if there be a prophetic anointing, I say it like that. It's going to start with dreams, then it's going to go to visions, and then it's going to go to mouth to mouth. So here's the process of entering into the supernatural. Dreams, visions, and encounters. All right? So repeat that after me. Dreams, visions, and encounters. Now notice it starts very abstract in the supernatural. You are required to sharpen your spiritual eye by paying attention to things that you wouldn't normally be aware of. So there's an awareness that comes on you, and you begin to notice things that other people would overlook. Like Moses was in the wilderness, and the bush was burning. And to us, that sounds like a great miracle, but to someone in that culture, the majority, 99.9% of the people would have missed that encounter, because bushes burn all the time in the wilderness. So Moses had to have a spiritual discernment, and that's what dreams do. They help you increase your discernment. And I'll get back to that in just a minute, and I'll explain that, how dreams help you increase your discernment. But remind me, just in case. But dreams come to help you increase your discernment. And Moses was not in a dream, he was in an encounter, but his discernment had been increased to a level where he was able to realize, hey, something is different about this bush. And what was different about it, of course, was it was burning, but it was not being consumed. All right, so it was normal to see a bush burning, but it was abnormal to see the bush burning and not being consumed. So he had to notice something beyond the norm.